Good to see some blue sky there. We'll get there eventually. All right, the family structure has changed a lot over the past 50 years, including grandparenting. Our next guest offers guidance for grandparents in her latest book. Shirley Showalter from Lidditz joins us for today's author spotlight. Her book, The Mindful Grandparent, The Art of Loving Our Children's Children, is available now. Shirley, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're excited to talk about the book here. Give us an overview of your book and some of the topics that it covers.
Well, this is a book that is intended to help grandparents do grandparenting better.
Yeah.
Because if you ever talk to a grandparent, you probably have heard wonderful stories of how much they enjoy it.
Yes.
But it's also possible to do what we did with parenting, to kind of let it go by. Mm-hmm. And instead of being intentional or mindful about the process. So it's a joy to share with readers the things that my grandparents have taught, or my grandchildren have taught me, and my grandparents.
Right.
And the co-author and I have worked together to give a book full of tips and stories and research. Well,
that's awesome. What inspired you really to write this book?
Primarily my own joy in the experience of seeing grandchildren for the first time, seeing how it changed my own family, our relationship to our children changed, and then recognizing that this is a universal experience. So many people, 70 million people in the United States today are grandparents, and there's so much to learn, explore, and enjoy. I'm an educator, so every time a wonderful experience happens, it's a chance to do learning all over again, and also to share that learning with others.
That makes a lot of sense. And you did have a co-writer, you mentioned that. Tell us about them and why you decided to work on this project together.
Well, Marilyn McIntyre is a very experienced author. She's got 22 books in print right now.
Oh, wow.
And she is someone I worked with in other things. So when it became time for exploring a new book topic, we discovered that between the two of us, we have 12 grandchildren.
Oh my.
She has 9 and I have 3, and she lives on the West Coast. I live on the East Coast. She's Episcopalian, I'm Mennonite.
Yeah.
So we discovered that there are a lot of things that we have in common, primarily being educators and writers, but there's also a lot of difference that we can help a wider experience of a wider group of grandparents to share experiences and to learn.
Yeah, well, that's really cool, actually. Can you offer any tips or advice to grandparents that pick up your book, or maybe that are new grandparents too? Because I think, like you said, we have to learn to be parents. And then I know, speaking from my experience, my parents, my wife's parents, kind of had to learn to be grandparents.
Indeed. And so one of the chapters in the book is quite relevant to right now in the summertime, where you've already been talking about all the traveling we can do. Summertime is a wonderful time to have grandchildren in your own home. There's a chapter in the book about grandparent camp.
Yes.
And parents are usually very delighted with this idea.
My son's going in a few weeks.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, and so there's so many things you can do. We offer ideas and tips from our own experiences, but also ones that have been collected from research we've done.
That's neat. Yeah, it's all about spending that quality time. I mean, you're right. So where can viewers purchase this book and keep up to date with your work?
Well, my website, shirleyshowalter.com, is a place to go to learn where you can buy the book. But you can also go to local independent bookstores. Nice. And there's one in Lidditz, PA, where I live, called Aaron's Books, and another in Lancaster called Pocket Books. The book is available in both places.
Oh, nice. Well, Shirley, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. And be sure to check out that book, especially if you're a grandparent. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, if you're a local author like Shirley, you can be right here on the couch too, chatting about your work in our author spotlight. Visit gooddaypa.com and click on Be a Guest. And while you're there, you can also check out our other author segments. Just click under Author Spotlight under our Quick Links tab. Stay with us. We're coming back after this.